Hey guys, welcome aboard the Heavy Metal Truckers. We are your hosts, and in this, we typically take a listen to some stuff that's heavy, and we like to give our honest thoughts on it. And it might piss you off, but that's okay, because we get pissed off at a lot of things too. We're all getting pissed off at things, but it's okay because we can still find something that we tend to enjoy, maybe, in this, so we'll run with it. In this one, this is a viewer request from the pit, and this is Revenge the Fate. God, I was doing so good. Paranoid. And who was a miraculous person that requested this?
I'm looking it up right now because, per usual, I didn't do my homework wrong.
Nice.
As per usual.
Do we expect anything different? Oh, you really?
Absolutely not. Our planning of these sessions is essentially, hey, what time? Okay, cool.
No, here's how our planning goes. It's very much like Derek from Vice Group Garage. So here's our plan. Don't got one, but here's what we're gonna try.
Exactly.
Here we go. All right, had it. Random Chaos 6254.
We appreciate your efforts, sir.
Yes.
We appreciate the easier pronunciation on the name, too.
Yeah.
Send all hate mail to Frosty in the comments below. Alrighty.
So at first, I wasn't really feeling it. It got better as it went on, though. Like the second half of the song was definitely better than the first half.
Mm-hmm.
I think because there was more variation in the music, it had got a little bit of a melody at times.
Yes.
Because the first part of the song, really about the only thing it really had going for it for me was there was a hint of an atmosphere. It wasn't strong, but there was a hint of one there.
It just lingered.
But the second half of the song, it had more going for it. I think if the whole song had been like that, I would have enjoyed it a lot more than I did.
Correct.
The vocalist, he's got a decent tone, but he struggles from something we had last week in that I struggled to understand him. At least I did. I actually went to make sure the song was in English, and it is, at least the majority of it, at least. But yeah, I couldn't really understand him, which, as I've mentioned before, when it comes to harsh vocals, that's a big thing for me, being able to understand. But yeah, I mean, despite that, I am curious to see what else they got, just because of the second half of that song was pretty good. Like I did enjoy the second half of that.
Mm-hmm.
But as a whole, it was just all right. Like, it's not probably something that song at least is probably not something I would listen to again necessarily.
I gotcha. For you, sir?
For me, I agree. Basically, the song kind of really started for me when that guitar picked in. The atmosphere changed and sounded so much more in general. Like, I really don't know. I mean, you said everything perfectly well there. The vocals, difficult to comprehend exactly what they're saying. The guitar and atmosphere in the second half of the song was absolutely fantastic. That alone would make me want to go and try and listen to something else from them and see maybe if it's just that one piece. No idea. However, I mean, I really don't. I don't think I have anything to add to what you said, because I mean,
Yeah.
you hit everything on the head pretty well.
Yeah, the reason why I said I would be curious to hear something else at some point is because I'm curious to see if most of this stuff sounds like the first half of this or the second half of this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go back and listen to the song again. I probably will, just because, you know, when we do these videos through Discord, the quality is not always on point. So
Yeah.
maybe it was that, but I mean, at the same time, I probably even going back and listening to it with better quality, I probably guarantee the only part of that I'm going to enjoy is the back half of the song. So.
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely a modern deathcore piece, but again, that being stated, I'm going to roughly kind of embellish what's already been said. I didn't care for the beginning, but then again, this is modern deathcore, and trying to go as low as you can is the name of the game in this section, so they did well for that. They definitely went more of the melodic route within the section, or more of the middle section of this, and it got to the point where it brought on a mystique to it that it was very fun, not just because it wasn't just not in your face. It created more of almost to an atmosphere that I don't hear very often, or if you do, it's being drowned out by any other kind of chaos from a potential wall of sound that it's just indistinguishable at that point. So the fact that also they didn't have too much going on, and I say that in a good way, not as in they didn't do enough, but they didn't have, or they kept it simple. They didn't have too much going on, so you could really hear exactly what was going on and within the entire composition, which really caught me off guard, because normally I just generally don't care for that kind of thing, but they did in such a way that I actually did not mind. As far as vocally, I definitely get the sense, and this is probably completely wrong, but this is the only reference I have, or this is the only experience I have to be able to reference this kind of thing. The vocalist definitely came across that he gained most of what he does, and kind of based his skill off of what was done in the earlier years of Ymir, similar to like whenever the Respect issue came out. That it was very reminiscent of that. So, and I mean, there were the higher screams going on, as well as the more just, I can't even say gutturals. They were more just the lower false chords being done, and which created that interesting dynamic that Whitechapel kind of began doing, but you didn't really hear the main point we were really hearing that kind of thing was within like Suicide Silence. But I am intrigued also to hear more, but like holding healthy skepticism on it, just because they definitely still hold on to that modern deathcore aspect. But I mean, it's not so much of a kind of thing. It's more of a whenever they go into those sections. Which, God, I was so worried it was going to be that just based off the intro of it, but I was pleasantly surprised, I will have to say. So yeah, intrigued to hear more, but I'm not sure whether it's, like Doppler said, I'm not sure whether it's going to be similar to the midsection or more so like the first section. But if they swapped multiple times within the piece, that would be fascinating, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna find another piece from them to be able to look at. Of course, if anyone also has recommendations based off of what we said, that you may have a better idea of what we can understand from this group, please feel free, and we encourage that being stated in the comments. So, all that being said, for what it was and what they were doing, they did excellent. Is it my cup of tea?
Yeah.
Up for debate. But yeah, until next time, guys, whether musically, lyrically, or literally, keep rolling heavy.